Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends MOIRA MACTAGGERT. I guess she's got a bigger role in this new House of X run of comics, and I guess that's a fine thing and people want to have her in their collection. That's all fine, but here's my question. Why did Hasbro spend so much money on this figure? She took some budget, like some decent budget. Maybe they'll reuse some of the parts, sure, but I'm not sure enough of them. I'm not sure there's enough of them. I'm not sure there's enough going on here to warrant it. She's basically a place filler as far as I can tell. You guys can let me know if she's like super active in these new comics. Not sure we need like a full-on figure with all kinds of accessories and stuff. Let me know what you think about that before we even get into anything. But there is definitely some stuff to talk about in the way of huge problems with this figure. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 6 inches, which makes it pretty close to 15 centimeters, right around there. That'll be a good enough measurement for you guys. And my question of the day, super simple question, which figure is a bigger letdown? This one or Marvel Girl? Now you may not be able to answer until you've seen my review, but that's okay. You can go into the comment section at the end and let me know. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the aesthetic of the figure, which I will say is the best thing about this figure. They did a decent job with the sculpt. It looks like it's supposed to for the most part. Skirt seems a little bit short for a scientist, but maybe they're getting a little racy in the comics. I don't know. But otherwise, it's good. The sculpt work for the lab coat is nice. Her sweater does have a texture to it, which is not like some incredible thing nowadays with digital sculpting, but it's nice that they did it and they achieved that successfully, so it brings the figure to life a little bit. They painted her pens, the sculpted pens in the pocket. They look like Sharpies, but that's okay. It looks pretty good. Legs have a little bit of shape to them, though she is very skinny. The shoes are whatever, and the feet are painted glossy, skin tone over the purple. Doesn't look good. Head is good enough. The glasses are a successful endeavor, so that's okay. Not bad. She does look like she's very, very farsighted, but we're gonna have to live. Better if I put it in frame. We're gonna have to live with that. It's fine from an aesthetic standpoint. There's not a lot of paint. It's really just where they needed to for plastic color, and then also the pens. A little bit of detail on the face. That's it. No shading anywhere. So yeah, it's fine. That's it. 7 out of 10. Nothing special. Now, as far as accessories go, we have an alternate head where she's not wearing glasses and she has some weird hat, which seems like a out of time type of hat. I can't remember the word for that. Something that shows up in a movie that's out of time. Anyway, she has that. It's done well enough, and a scarf. And then we have alternate arms so that we can take her lab coat off and her arms and give her sweatered arms, which is a fine idea. Again, I'm not sure why we have all this versatility for MOIRA MACTAGGERT. I get that she's more instrumental these days, but did we need all of this for this particular figure? I'm not sure. I think she maybe should have just been a pack-in for some other character that is better. Anyway, that's my opinion. Okay, we also get a book which has the Atom logo thingy on there, and that's fine. That's it. So yeah, we have it's like 2 figures in one. Do we need them though? I guess objectively 8 out of 10. Alternate parts is pretty good. Personally, for me, it's like a 5 out of 10 because I couldn't care less about those alternate parts. I just wanted her to be scientist MOIRA MACTAGGERT if I wanted her at all, which I don't, and that's that. You guys can let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. Not about my opinion, though I'm sure some of you will. I'm talking about what's your opinion. Alright, let's talk about the articulation. The head is on the hinged ball peg, which is super lollipop. You won't probably notice the gap too much, but it is there. Head sits at a good height though, so that's fine. The hair is short enough that you'll be able to pose it casually enough. She won't be doing anything too dynamic, but it will work. Shoulders obviously have a swivel for all the way around. Hinge goes up better than horizontal, that's fine. Single jointed elbow, just better than 90 degrees, and that's where you get your bicep swivel, still limited there. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. I guess I should mention this because I mentioned she had alternate arms. It didn't really go through the hands. She does come with 2 fist hands for her lab coat version, which of course they can be swapped out, but she has fist hands, not sure why. Then we do get one like jazzercise hand, and then one kung fu grip hand. Don't ask me what that one's for. I cannot make inappropriate jokes. Alright, so we also have a diaphragm joint here, which is a rotation. And that's basically it. There's a little bit of play side to side and a little bit back and forward, but virtually none, so that's basically that. There's nothing up at the waist, as far as I can tell. If there is, mine doesn't do it. So basically nothing in the torso. And then the skirt for this figure, same as Marvel Girl as far as I can tell. We do have a slit up the side here, but the skirt is very thick and it doesn't move, so you can't really do anything with the leg other than maybe a casual walk. So it's not going to be posed, not that you would need to, But again, this isn't really an action figure. I want to know who wants this figure. It just seems like a weird allotment of budget. Very strange. Like, make it as basic as possible so that the people who wanted it can have it, but then spend the budget on things that everybody wants. That seems like a more reasonable choice. Again, you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Double jointed knees work. Not like you'll ever have to use them for anything with her, but you have them. Ankles go all the way back, all the way forward, and you get a terrible ankle rocker. So, articulation on this figure is average. The torso sucks. The rest is fine. Well, you can't move the hips either. 6 out of 10. I guess it doesn't really matter for her because she's a scientist, but also it still sucks. So I'm just kind of befuddled by this release. I have zero desire to own this, and I have every Marvel Legends figure, maybe other than a couple. But this is one where it's like I couldn't care less that it even exists. And I'm curious how you guys feel about that. I know that's a very subjective thing, but it's based on objective flaws in the figure, all right? And you can decide if you care about those flaws, and you're allowed to not care and like the figure all you want. That's fine, we're allowed to have different opinions, but the flaws do still exist, and that's what these reviews are for. All right, so I'm gonna give it a final verdict of 5 out of 10. You can't pose it very well. I don't understand why the budget went there. That's a very subjective thing, but I'm taking points off for it because I did want some of the other figures, and the budget could have gone into those instead. Alright guys, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fighting in the comment section below, so please keep it civil. Don't say anything that's too negative and too mean. We can have conversations like adults. I said that as I was thinking about the internet, so maybe that's my bad. Anyways guys, if you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to, because I have new videos almost every single day, and thousands already on the channel for the days I don't upload new content. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.